What I wish I knew at 18 instead of 28? That Young Elder News 9 would be my go-to for all things news and more. Broadcasting live worldwide, we've got over 3 million listeners tuned in every day. From world news to stock markets, government topics to the quirkiest stories, we cover it all on Young Elder TV. And remember, folks, you heard it here first. Our friendly team brings you the latest scoops with a dash of that good old Southern charm. Whether you're curious about the latest political twists or need the lowdown on the economy, we're your go-to source. We make sure you're always in the know, in the most engaging and entertaining way possible. So buckle up, y'all. It's time to dive into the world of Young Elder News 9, where the news is always fresh, fun, and downright fascinating. Stay tuned, spread the word, and remember, you heard it here first. Young Elder News 9, the hottest show in the game.
Hey, Robot, man, we got some more news. This right here is not, we ain't actually breaking this story first. The story's been broken out already by a lot of big news companies, but it's going around. It's like one of the major stories that's going around right now. And what made me do this story is because similar stuff happened to my cousin just recently. You know, a lot of this is happening to Nubian brothers on the land. And I just had to come speak on it. We ain't here to, excite nobody. And this is for educational purposes only. And we're not here to excite nobody into doing nothing crazy or nothing like that. We just want to say, what we got to think about it. And the story goes, the brother Magee, the young brother, 21 years old from Chicago, just had got his CDL's license, and he was going on the road. Now, for all my truck drivers that be over the road, most of my guys be having their piece with them, especially if they driving their own rig or contract rigs. And then even if you got a piece with you, it can get in some of these places that's still racist, it can get crazy. You know what I'm saying? So supposedly the brother goes down to North Carolina and he ended up getting killed or something happened to the brother. Now the storyline they giving us, and y'all, they think that Nubians are just slow or something when they be telling us these stories about what be happened to when the cops or somebody do something to our loved ones, and they just tell us anything just thinking that we gonna believe it. The storyline, yeah, sundown towns is what they call them. The them sundown towns. Jasper, Texas, like that. Jasper, Texas, they tied a man up with a rope and drug him around town till the skin came off his body. In Jasper, Texas. So you know what I'm saying? These sundown towns. Now, what happens? To give you the rest of the storyline, and I'm gonna tell you what I think about it. The brother supposedly. This is what they told us. This is what they tell us. This is what the cops tell this brother's family, and like they supposed to believe this, And to me, it just sounds like something wrong with that story, Oh, the brother drives, get his CDL license. He's 21. He drives to North Carolina, finds the racist this part of North Carolina he can find, goes into the Walmart, buys some rope, and go into the woods and hang himself. Come on, man. We ain't going for that. Come on, man. This dude, he drive all the way down there just to hang himself. Come on, man. In a racist town in North Carolina. Come on, man. That sounds like it's like this. They told us my cousin shot himself 4 times in the back, then threw himself in the river. He shot himself 4 times in the back, then threw himself in the river. They left out the 4 times in the back part and just say, oh yeah, well he threw. He wanted to commit suicide. Y'all don't know about that. He told everybody he was gonna kill himself. So he shot his he shot himself 4 times in the back, then threw himself in the river. Come on, man. I'm sitting there like, man, we ain't. Come on, man. This it make you angry just thinking about it. And then just like they said, oh yeah, Little, that's Malcolm X's dad. Malcolm X's dad. They say he beat himself in the back of the head with a hammer. That's what they telling us, man. That's what they tell us about our people. He beat himself in the back of the head with a hammer, and then he threw himself in front of a train. Which happened first? Did he throw himself in front of the train first, or did he beat himself in back? Like I don't get it. The guy beat his own self in the back of the head with a hammer. That ain't nothing. They said, oh yeah, this one black guy, he drove to the racist town he could find in Mississippi, stabbed himself 69 times in the back, and then he buried himself 6 feet deep in the ground. He put dirt on himself and everything. And then they think we supposed to go for these stories that they selling us. Now, being in the time we in, it could be some more wag the dog or some, that crisis type stuff that they be doing. We don't know for sure because it's all allegedly, or it could be some Trayvon Martin scheming and scamming and the black, that Black Lives Matter movement, the George Soros movement. It could be still that type of movement. But what I'm saying is, y'all think the brother family gonna believe it if the brother drove all the way down to North Carolina and found the most racist spot in North Carolina he could find, went back off into the woods and hung himself? Come on, man. Come on, it don't even sound right. And so now the family want answers about this. They want to know what the hell is going on. Like, how's this brother just, and then he tied the noose. He made a noose. He made a noose out the rope to hang himself. Come on, man. Come on. And they labeled his death as suicide, just like they labeled my cousin who shot himself 4 times in the back, then threw himself in the river. They said, oh yeah, he died. It wasn't no foul play. He died by drowning. Come on, man. Like, we ain't going for these stories. They still, the cops are playing drugs on people. They still shooting our people in the back, man. Oh, he had a gun. And then when they shot him in the back and they find out he don't got no gun on him, they said, oh shit, we got to do something. This is a wrongful death. We got to throw him in the river and say that he drowned. And then his body, they went and made sure they got his body held in a couple of days so where it can rot and be so bad and so deteriorated that you wouldn't even want to, it'll deter you from even going to do another more investigation on what really happened to him. You know what I'm saying? And then they won't even let these people. They won't. I'm thinking, based on the report that we read, that they still haven't released this brother's body yet. They holding his body for more, so where, I guess, to where if the family asks for an autopsy, that by the time they get the body, it'll be so far rigor mortis and so far, gone that they can't even get another autopsy from their people. Because look what they said. They said about my cousin. They said, yeah, we're gonna have to send, y'all want an autopsy? Oh my God, y'all want an autopsy? Oh, we got to send him to our guy. We got a guy that we got to send him to. This guy do all the work for us. He cover up all of the wrongful deaths because they can sue these people for wrongful death, these cops, and they be the police in a lot of these towns. They be doing it. That's why they don't want to do no investigation, or they don't want to. They try to label it as a suicide because half of the time they be the ones doing our brothers like this, shooting them in the back. Oh, I remember during the last time when Obama was in office, it was a brother that had his hands up and he was in his car and he said, hey man, hey cop, I'm finna get ready to reach for my wallet right here in this glove box. Now it's a gun over here, but I'm finna reach for my wallet. Now don't shoot me. Soon as the brother go to reach, boom, 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 he unload a whole clip on the brother. And the brother just said, hey man, don't shoot me. I'm finna reach for my wallet. I ain't finna reach for nothing else but my wallet. Don't shoot me. Soon as the brother reach, boom, 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 he unload a whole clip in front of the brothers while the brother's kids was in the car. That's how they feel about us. One dude, they said that, oh yeah, he handcuffed himself and then he went for our gun and shot himself in the back. He handcuffed himself and then went for he tried to wrestle us for our gun, and then he shot himself in the back in the process. Man, they had one dude on the ground in New York, they shot him in the back. Man, look, we close to that point right now. Shout out Commando Swan, man. We on that point. This is happening right now. But we gotta save ourselves, and we gotta take at least 1-2 steps forward for a new to take steps towards us. Yeah, they should say you gotta take a step towards God, and God will take you the rest of the way. It's that sort of type of thing. Because there's rules to this shit. Interference. Yeah, but like I say, the brothers family won't answer now. They pretty much left out hanging that, hey, my son just went hung himself in North Carolina. That don't even make any sense. The brother just had got his CDLs. He was doing, you know, I'm gonna tell you, man, like Boston, places like Boston, man, they still Mississippi, certain places in Florida and Texas, like East Texas and Jasper, they still had a sign up prior to like the late 2000s where it said keep on the road, nigga. When you pass through their town, it say keep on the road. And if you stop at one of their stores and go in there to get some pie, they still got white only pies. It was right here, it was at 2000. Hey, one time, because my people used to tell me don't stop in Jasper. If you pass through Jasper going to Houston, don't stop in Jasper, man. Just go straight through that town. Make sure you got gas. Don't pass through there at night. Don't pass through Jasper at night, because one time I did stop there though. It was during the daytime though, and I went in this gas station and they had Obama hanging from a rope, a noose inside the gas station. They had Obama hanging in the gas station like a doll. They had a doll of Obama, like a stuffed doll of Obama hanging from a noose inside the gas station, man. And I said, oh my God. As soon as I walked in there and seen that, man, I got the heck up out of there. And I hauled ass about that town. That's the same town that they dragged the dude behind a pickup truck and skinned him till his skin came off. And they don't give a damn if you are Moor or who you are. If you got your skin black, they'll treat you just like the rest of the niggas. They don't. The Moor science and all that don't mean nothing to these certain type of white folks. You black, you a nigga. They don't give a damn. You African black. If your skin is black, or what you call it, dark skin. Cause I know you Moors don't like the word black, right? So if you are dark skinned Nubian, they don't like you. You just all the same to them. African or not. African American, they don't give a damn. So yeah, so like I say, this we report live on this. The brothers, the family won't answers, right? I want answers for my cousin who shot himself 4 times in the back, then threw his own self in the river. Come on, man. We ain't black people. They still think that we are Nubians because I don't, the word black is really, a subsidized type term. But for Nubians, they think that we just go for anything. They still shooting our brothers, our family members in the back. Yeah, he from Chicago. They said he from Chicago, got his CDLs. He was going on the road. Like I guess his first couple weeks on the road, I guess he had a load to North Carolina, and he didn't come back. They found him hanging in a tree in the most racist part of North Carolina in the middle of the woods. Come on, man. And he hung himself though. He went hung himself at a tree. He tied the rope up. He said, "Oh yeah, and he wrote a letter saying, "Oh yeah, I'm hanging myself." This and that, man. It's like that part. So all this is allegedly. This is the stories that we getting off of line. We getting CNN reporting the same thing about the brother. So we shouldn't have no problems on this reporting on this because CNN, Fox News, everybody else reported on it. And what we think is that it's just injustice, man. It just and in that town they probably ain't doing much to find out what happened to the brother. They come back to say, oh, they got him on tape going to Walmart to purchase some rope, which we hadn't seen the video footage of that to verify that. But it sounded like they studied. The brother went all the way down to North Carolina to buy some rope. Come on, man, just to hang yourself. Man, they still think we believe this though. Yeah, hey, you right, Lisa Nicole. Yeah, the spiritual thing we need to do is we need to curse these people. The people that's involved with this, that's doing all this to our people, we need to curse them, cast spells on them. Say they going to hell and they going down, and we need to mean that. Right? We need to say that mother need to get on national TV and speak out against and say whoever did this to my son, they gonna die a million deaths, and they curse for 4 generations. We used to curse niggas for 4 generations, man. Ain't you kidding? We told them, look, when they we put on the front of the tomb. Whoever disturbs the tomb or took Uncle Norman, your ass crack gonna explode, your eyeballs gonna fall out, you gonna get an itch right in the crack of your ass, right? All that. If you come up in this tomb messing with the dead. White folks seen that, the anthropologists, they say, oh, that's interesting. It says right here, if you translate it into English, that our ass crack is gonna fall out and we're gonna get some type of virus or something if we go up in this place. That's interesting. Let's go on in, open it up, crack it on open, right? And these stupid suckers walk right out on into the tomb, and then 2 or 3 days later, all of a sudden they started to feel sick. Why? Because the ancient Egyptians put a certain type of mosquito that lay dominant for thousands of years and that's got poison in it inside of that tomb. So now you open it up, now these mosquitoes that got out. And you wonder why mosquitoes going crazy right now on the planet. They ice capsules melting with insects and things that was thought to be extinct from thousands of years ago. They got bacteria on them that you never even heard of before because these bacteria were thought to be extinct. Yeah, ancestors told them, don't go up in there. Oh, that's what's gonna happen to you. And they went up in there, and that's exactly what happened to them. The first guy that walked up in there, his ass crack fell out about 2 months later. You know what I'm saying? Another guy, his eyeballs exploded. It popped out just exactly how they said it. I mean to the T. How the Egyptians said that it was gonna happen by them entering that tomb. Now, what the hell did the ancient Egyptians know? Right? By walking in that tomb. They tell you, hey, you go up in here, you curse 4 generations, right? Your son, and his son. They all cursed for coming in this tomb. And the white boy say, oh, yeah, that sound interesting. Let me go on in here and crack this tomb open and get all this gold up out of here. Because the Egyptians, they can say you can't take it with you when you die, but the Egyptians sure believe they could. You know what I'm saying? They sure believe they could take it with them when they died. I'm telling you. So yeah, man, they doing this to our people, and then they telling us anything, and it sounds like to me they trying to make us mad. They trying to excite us to get mad or angry, just like they was doing when Trayvon Martin had. What it was, Mike Brown had his hands up, and they shot him down like a dog. Or when the brother, what's the dude named George Floyd, they choked him out. So I don't know, man. It's like it's all this a lot of crisis stuff going on too. Crisis acting. So we don't know what to believe, really, man. But it's just really a sad thing if what they're saying really transpired with the brother 21 years old just getting his CDLs from Chicago, driving down to North Carolina, buying rope, then hanging himself. Oh yeah, like I said, the guy they said another guy, another black guy, he down in Texas. They said, oh yeah, well he beat himself in the back of the head with a sludge hammer, and then he went out in the woods and buried himself 6 foot deep. And we believe, yeah, they found his body 6 foot deep, but he got trauma to the back of the head. But he did all that himself. He committed suicide. He even wrote a suicide note before he passed. That's what they told us. This game. And they think that we supposed to believe it. So, man, my condolences go out to the brother's family. And like I said, we just lost my cousin in a weird way where we don't know what happened to him really. You can't. It's like you only can believe what the police or what they tell you. And it's bad when the cops is the real criminals, and they the ones that's investigating the crime is the ones that committed the crime. Now, how do you get justice from that? How do you get justice from that? We're not saying the police in North Carolina did this to this brother. We're just saying it's mighty funny how a lot of wrongful deaths is happening, and even the mayor and everybody else get in on it to cover it up because they don't want to be sued for some money from the family. Because you can't, they shoot them, they shoot our people in the back. They got a license to shoot our people in the back, they think. And why is this happening to us? It's because of Black Christian codes. People don't know. Go look up the Black Christian codes and see why this happening to you. The word black is partially why this happening to us. Right? Go look up Black Christian codes, man, and see how they can do you. if you saying you black. That's the game. So I know people don't want to hear the sad news, man. But like I said, we had to report on this, and we didn't want it to be long. We just want to send condolences to the brother family, and we hope that the police or whoever's doing the investigation on figuring out what happened to the brother, that they can get us some better answers than the brother drove all the way down. Got the brother fresh, got his CDL license. Young brother now had a suicide bone in his body. He drive down to North Carolina to hang himself. They got to give us something better than that. They got to give us something better than that, man. And we don't. Niggas don't hang themselves. That ain't like they do that in prison sometime, and really it don't be happening in prison. Really, they be making it look like he hung himself. He really be getting the play put on him. So do I think a play got put on this cat? No, I just think that this cat got caught in one of them sundown towns, and he probably would, being from Chicago, he got a little spice about him, and them cops or somebody pulled him over, somebody, and he got frisky with him, and y'all ain't gonna do this, I'm from this and that, roody woo, and they know what time it was in these sundown towns, and they showed them what time it was. But we don't give a damn about it. We'll hang you out here, Ku Klux Klan style, old school. So it's like that, man. It's like we gotta stick together. Because remember what I told you, we not carnivores. These carnivores prey on our people when they get caught out by themselves. You see what I'm saying? See, like you got in the animal kingdom, you got herbivores. Herbivores stick together. Just for instance, elephants. When elephants eat, they have the big male bull elephants on the outside. Then inside of them, they have the females, and then inside of them be the children, and they all great eat like that. That way, if one of these lions, these carnivores, because that's what they are, these people that's preying on our people, they carnivores. They do this. They hunt out. They hunt us. And if it wasn't for duck season and deer season and all them seasons, we'll have a big problem on our hands. They'll be hunting us all year round. But they got a season for hunting us. Cause they got duck season, deer season, bow season, where they go out there with bow and arrows. And so they got these different seasons. And now we in that season. We in that season where they start hunting us. And like I said, as a tribe, we stuck to. That's how we survived as a unit, and we survived like those elephants, where we protected everybody. It was a chain reaction, a chain that couldn't be broken, and but it's always that one being. And I'm not saying this brother was that one being. It's always that one being that don't want to follow the rules, and he go off by himself to eat, and he over there grazing outside of the circle. And then he'd be the one that get caught and get eaten when the enemy come. Because we had what we call a lookout as well. The lookout, what they doing is they looking around to see if anybody coming. And our lookout as the elephant tribe was the bird. It's a certain type of bird. It's a certain type of bird that make a certain type of sound when the enemy coming. And these birds, you'll see them sitting on top of an elephant. They connected with the elephant. These bird beings, they friends with the elephant tribe. These particular bird beings, and you'll see them riding on elephants sometime. But they make a specific noise that when these elephants hear that noise, they know that the carnivores are coming, and so they'll set up they camp to get ready to fight or defend or run or whatever the case may be. And so that's how we used to be. It says the connection with the North Carolina, nor those who Southern Jews, racism, evil. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, like racism is still real. Like it's supposed to be going out, but like I said, they could be trying to excite us with the crisis, wag the dog type of thing. Now I'm gonna tell you, if you see Ben Crump get in on this, you know his game. If you see Ben Crump in on it, right? So that's how the animals survive. They survive by being, having a certain type of format. that we had that Big Mama set up. But they broke that up when they brought in the Reagan era. We're going live on a tape probably tomorrow or the next day. We're gonna break down the Reagan era and how they finna try to bring back the Reagan era. Right? Well, the rich Nino Brown said they running a strange program, y'all. Where the rich get richer and the poor get poor. And you gotta rob to get rich in the Reagan era. He said you gotta rob to get rich in the Reagan era, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. Nino Brown, the mad scientist. Yeah, but that's how I want to break to you, man. We just wanted to speak on that. We'll be breaking. No, we got something coming out every day for you. We got something dropping tomorrow, next day, the next day, and the next day. So check back with us every day. You know, they don't send our notifications out, man, to our people. Check out that tape we just put out today called The Response to Wesley Muhammad on the 19 Keys show. Phase 1 was on Clubhouse, I think today or yesterday, man. We missed that. Shout out Phase, man. He was on Clubhouse. I didn't know he was gonna go live on Clubhouse though. I'm about to see what's going on with them. I'm about to get more. I know something about computers, but all the new things I got to sit there and work with it to see what's going on. These young guys know what's going on the computers, so I'm about to go back and see what's going on with that Clubhouse thing. Yeah, but man, shout out to my Chicago guys. Shout out Chirac. Shout out my guys that's on the ground in North Carolina looking into what happened to the brother so that his family can get some kind of closure on what happened to their son, man. It's not right that the police just telling them the brother went out and hung himself. He drove all the way to North Carolina to hang himself. They don't even make sense. And when they know that their son wasn't no suicide type of guy, he had just got his CDLs. He was happy about getting his CDLs and happy about being a truck driver and that he had made his mother proud that he had, he ain't end up getting took out of Chicago. Because you got to keep in mind, Chicago is a lot of gangs in Chicago. It's a lot of drill music. It's a lot of killing going on in Chicago. So this brother was one of the young brothers, 21, that had made it out. They had got a CDL that was doing something different other than gang banging and being part of the gangs. And the brother get took out. And it's always the good that they take out. The good people. They go after the good guys. And this is what's going on the land, man. Something happened to a lot of the young brothers, the chiefs, and we're ready to get up out of here, man. Peace and love and harmony throughout the boundless universe to all. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, y'all, before y'all get out of here. Peace and love. We out. Wadu.